welcome back to my channel. My name is Marianne Allen and I am so happy that you're here today. If it is your first time here, I cover my relocation process to Ghana. I cover contents on Liberia, and I also discuss some life issues that concerns us as a whole, including marriage and just personal life and personal development and growth overall. So today in this video, I will be talking about what school option we chose for our daughter who is in the 11th grade in Ghana, and what that would look like. I plan for this video to not be so long, so I think I'm gonna do another video that will cover some of the other details that I wanted to talk about. And currently I'm in the kitchen trying to make something to eat, and I may not be looking directly at the camera at all times, but we're gonna have a good conversation, and I hope you can comment or ask questions, and I will be happy to respond and reply to your comments. Okay, so you have seen other videos that I've done. I have given like little tips here and there about the whole process of relocation. What are some things you can do to make it better and feasible? So the option that we picked was not ideally the option that we wanted. However, it turned out to be the best option for us considering our situation, and not only that, it saved us some money, but it also worked with the structure for which we want our family to function in or work within. So my husband went to school in Ghana like many years ago, and he knows that Ghana has a good school system. I mean, we all know Ghana has a good school system because there are those who can afford it have been able to send their children from Liberia to Ghana to go to school. When you're not in the country, you still don't know which is the best system or institution to enroll your child. It's one thing I think I admire Ghana for is that they have been introduced into digital world, so it's easy for you to find things online that you're looking for in Ghana. So you find information on schools and you can get the basics online prior to getting to the country, you know. And people are there to communicate with you via WhatsApp or direct call and all of that, and they can pretty much facilitate the entire process until you're there, while you're away and while you're on the ground. So that was pretty good. So we started our school search because she started schooling in the US school system. Our goal was whatever we decide for her to continue with would be similar to that US system. However, like graduating or going to a local Ghanaian school can still get you admitted into a US university as a US citizen. So that too wasn't an issue, but it would have been a drastic change from what she's been used to, and kind of the layout of the curriculum and all of that. And being so close to graduation, she's in 11th grade, we didn't want to do a major like change. So we decided to keep her with US school system, and we started to look into the different international institutions. Ghana has many international schools. I mean, you can pretty much decide which you want to put your child in. They have the US International School, AIS, American International School, and then they have the British, they have the Dutch, they have a lot of different school systems. Depending on which system you're from, you can find something. So we kind of I went through the curriculum. It looked really good. The principal of the international school in Ghana was actually a principal of a school district in New York for over 34 years. So, you know, because I'm a planner, I kind of do my research. So I did some really good research with the international school, and it seemed really good. The classes, the curriculum, they have extracurricular activities that the kids can do. They have PE, they have like music classes, like pretty much what you would get here is kind of what they give you. It's not a very big school, so the classes are not very big, which is another good thing. You get like direct contact with the kids and more work and focus with them one-on-one kind of thing. They have tutoring built in the school system, the package. They also have preparation for ACT, SAT. They're also credited to provide the ACT on site and the SAT on site. So it was a really good option when it comes to like transitioning from a US school system. And we kind of wanted her to like go in person so she can make friends easily and get acquainted. And a lot of the kids in those schools would be expat kids anyway, so it wouldn't be much of a difference for her in that transitional process. And so then we requested the finances and everything, like the tuition and everything for the school. And boy, oh boy, I don't know if it's a business. I mean, it's a business. Yeah, it's a business. And I would say the money wasn't such a big deal, even though it was so expensive, because my husband was willing to make the sacrifice to get her there. However, I was just a little concerned about, are we really gonna get what we're paying for? Is it worth it? Like, the money is too much to not get what we're looking for if there are other options that we could go with that gives her the same thing. So the total, when we calculated all of the expenses, the total was like 16,000 US dollars a year for a school year. Okay. So let's say about $8,000 a semester, US dollars. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if I have that much money to spend, I wouldn't have to be transitioning in Ghana. I wouldn't have to be transitioning in Ghana. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I would just go directly to my country, and then try to figure out something from that side. So it was questionable, and we kind of went back and forth. So then I decided to do more research and see if there were other alternative options. The American school system in Ghana is not the most expensive international school. Shocker. I thought that was like at the top, but it wasn't. There are others that are even more expensive than that, which was like, what? Are they giving them gold and diamond? Like, when they graduate from this, are they gonna get a loan of a grant of 50,000 right up front? But what I like about it is that they provided a lot of support to the kids, like customized support so that they succeed and come out at the top. So coming back to the US to go to college and leaving that system, to me, from what I gather, it seemed like your kid would be well prepared if you can afford that money. But before we chose that, I decided to do some other search and see what was available. And keep in mind, it was all COVID time, so a lot of the kids were doing distance learning anyway. So I started checking then in the US to see if some of the schools were going to continue distance learning so we can enroll her in that school system. And because the US grade school is free, that would be free, you know? So that was kind of my plan. And while I was trying to figure that out, the kids were a lot of the schools were trying to leave the distance learning and go back to in-person school. So it made it really difficult to find an institution that would offer the distance learning option for her to do. But while I was doing that research, I came across a private school, a private academy that provided in-person and a remote option for traveling parents. So there is the thing, a lot of people don't know about it, but in the US, there are a couple, not even one, there are a couple of schools. There are some that are strictly remote schools, private schools. And there are others that provide both options. So the one that we went with was, it provided both options, in person and a remote option. And it's called Bridgeway Academy. It's a private institution, and yes, you will pay money for it because it's private, but it's not 16 grand, you know, it's not 16 grand like what we were going to pay in Ghana. And they provide pretty much, yeah, it's the same curriculum, it's accredited, same US curriculum. And then another thing is they have live class options, kind of like the regular distance learning that kids were doing here during COVID time. So they actually have a teacher that schedules a class time, and the kids go online and do class live, where they're able to ask questions and get real explanation. And another thing that I really like about it is, even after the live classes, the kids have access to that recording. So if you didn't understand something, you can always go and replay the recording and really get it, which is excellent. Like, it makes them get the information, you know, like there is no excuse for you to move forward without getting the information. So they have the live option, they have the homeschool option where you don't have the live class, but you get the same curriculum, your coursework and everything, and you just work with your parents as you guys go. They have that one, and then they have a couple of things. So I'll put the link in the description, so if you're interested, you can go and search the different packages and stuff. The cost is on there, so they're not even hiding it or anything. And depending on the class, I think they provide, it's from elementary straight through high school, so it's not just high school. And for Kiki, we picked the live class option, so she has classes live, and then she gets to do her work and turn them in and all of that. They send her books and her kit, like chemistry kit, and when they do the chemistry live sessions and stuff, they put on the goggles and everything. Like, she goes in the kitchen and she works along with the teacher and the students and everything. And all of the kids in her classes are all traveling kids, so she gets to meet people from different parts of the world, some of them different parts of the US, and it's really cool. She says she likes it, and they get to talk about where they are and the different things that they do. So it's a really good comparison, and it's less. And the good thing about it is, if she stays with us until graduation, she can just come back to the US and graduate with her class in person, because the school does have an in-person part of it. So that's a really good option for parents who want to relocate and still maintain their kids' schooling in the US. I know a lot of people don't want to move until their kids graduate, because it seems like, America has premium institution, I don't want to trade that for an institution in Africa. That mentality is false, and I'm going to do another video talking about that. But this is just an option for those who want to do that, but still maintain US based curriculum and still give your child that option of schooling in the US. And with this one, you don't have to do no transcript or anything from out of the country, because your school is US based. So you just come back and graduate and get your diploma, and go to college. So they track your requirements for college and everything, and you're right on track. So yeah, so we picked an online private academy for Kiki while she's in Ghana. Now, the disadvantage of that is she may not have a lot of contact with people in person like we wanted to, and that's where we need to be able to get her around or get friends, involve her in other things that can get her connected with the society as well. I'm also going to be talking about what's the benefits of doing that, if you're moving, why we think in the end it turned out to be the best option for us, versus the in-person school. That would be another video coming up. So if you like the video and the content and you want to stick around, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share it, and come back again. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm glad you keep coming back. I have more content, and I do have an update also about our stay here in the US that I will be coming to you with soon. And I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.